We're at the Seattle Boat Show, and I had the great fortune of running into Micah Bowers from Life Through Boats.
Yeah.
Whose bright idea was it to turn a patrol-style boat into a yacht?
Well, I blame the clients, really, because it didn't start out this way, but we became more yachty over the years.
You guys are killing it.
It started off as just little fishing boats. It was supposed to be 20, 21-foot fishing boats, and here we are, 35-foot yacht class.
And you make these up to 50. We're standing in front of the 35 Yachtline, and we're going to check this boat out, but you make these things up to 50 feet long.
Yeah, and this one's really, we call it a 35, it's more like 37. Everyone gets kind of shocked at how big it is inside.
Yeah. Well, let's look at the hull for starters. We're going to talk about the speed and the performance as we go, but I know this thing absolutely flies. We've got one on the TV here going, you know, who knows how fast. But,
yeah, we've got models pretty much everything up from 18 feet up to 50 feet. Performance is in the DNA, you know, no doubt. But it's all about safety as well. So you look at the tube, first and foremost, you have this big monstrosity of a tube. That's to keep us safe, stable, floating no matter what conditions we run into, whether we're fishing or just boating with the family out on the Sound. Then you start looking at the hull, and it's really heavy duty. This is a 5/16 bottom on this boat. This boat does over 60 miles an hour. We've seen these up around 66, depending on the conditions. And so we've got to have a really strong hull, a lot of framing that goes into it. We want the boat to be really solid and stable. You put the tube on the side, now you've got we say virtually unsinkable, because you don't want to fill it with lead. That could make it go down.
Well, and
if it's not lead, it's going to stay afloat.
You've got closed cell foam underneath this really robust fabric cover. Rub rail right here. So even if you tear this, there's no water going in.
No, you'll see there's pictures on our site. You can put a knife, you can put an arrow, you can put a chainsaw on it. It doesn't matter. It can't sink, can't deflate. It's foam.
Unreal. Let's walk up to the bow. 1/2-inch plate on the bow?
We're 5/16.
Okay.
Yeah, thicker plate, and then we double it up. We have a double chine up there, beaching plate we call it.
Oh, gotcha.
Everything's self-bailing. Those are scupper ports for the front cockpit area. The bow door folds down.
So it's similar to this. So all your boats have this, right?
Yep. It's rare that we don't. You know, client preference, but rare that we don't.
Yeah, you got a ladder here. You can put it right up on the beach. I see a bow thruster on the front of this 35 here.
Yep. We do a lot more with those thrusters where they're integrated into the joystick systems for the vessels too. So client request. And then we one thing unique with ribs, you know, a lot of ribs don't have anchor systems. We've really focused on developing a really robust anchor system. We're using drum windlasses made in New Zealand. They're amazing.
And then I see you were talking performance. You call this a canard?
Yeah, this is the front canard. Something we pioneered. It's not a reverse chine. We were talking about reverse chines at one point today. But this is really grabbing this boat, giving a lot of stability in a corner. Also going down a big wave if you're in a broaching condition. Gives a lot of stability and control. We want the boat to be like driving a Cadillac at 60 on the highway when you're doing 60 on the water. So
more like a Ferrari, maybe in corners.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But we want it to be safe and stable. So you'll see a lot of hull technology with different lifting strakes. We want a really thick chine strake. It's a 3x5. It's a 1/2-inch thick solid. It's 5086 extrusion. We custom order it. It's quite expensive to make that. And then we add this big, we call it a performance fin on the back. So you can do some amazing things and kind of defy physics with the boats because they go so fast and you have so much mass. This is a 18,000-pound boat doing 65 miles an hour, and you can corner the heck out of it.
You can just hook this thing up.
Yeah, and the boat just holds. It doesn't even heel over.
Wow.
So
hang on for dear life in there. Armrest down, everybody locked in.
We got to train people how to operate them, right? You don't just hop in the seat and
I love the lighting. I guarantee this thing is just gorgeous on the dock at night or across Puget Sound at nighttime.
They're not all painted. Clients choose if they want paint or not. Raw aluminum is a big part of it too. And then tube, color. You pick out what color you want. We don't do many yellow ones anymore, but we do a fair bit of blue. We just did one of this baby blue. A lot of white, a lot of grays, lots of blacks. We 2-tone it, 3-tone it, you name it.
Yeah, you can really customize your exterior look here.
Everything's done in-house, right?
So. Well, we had a chance to stop by the facility. It was just fascinating.
That was fun.
Wander through there. Twin 600 Mercuries.
So
and what's so unique about these big Mercs is the power head doesn't rotate. Only the lower unit rotates. So with a normal outboard, you get about 30 degrees of rotation. With these, with this lower unit rotating, you get about 45 degrees of rotation in there.
Yeah.
So you can really maneuver this thing.
Good vector thrust. Allows us to build this cage structure around the engine so we can put the dinghy up there. Gives us a wide platform to work on.
Yeah.
A lot of guys put coolers back here, right?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, dive ladder there. Well, let's jump up inside.
Yep. Here we are, we're on the back deck of the boat. We've got a 9-foot tender up there. We've got a davit system we custom designed. This is to lift that off, get it in the water for you. We got the electric Mercury on it.
I see that. Got the 7.5 Avatar on there.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
What's so cool is you just pop the battery out, put it on the charger.
It's like a cordless drill.
Yeah, it's great. Super light, easy to use for clients.
That rack system is awesome. Get your davit here to lift everything off, and in the water you go.
Yeah, we've even done a rack system for crab pots for a client, right? So he puts his pots back there too. Burn-a-win stuff all over the place.
Everywhere. Premier.
We've got hot water, cold water shower, rinse off after swimming.
See,
a lot of tackle.
Cabinets everywhere.
A lot of fishing gear, right? This is a fishing boat for sure. This is her fishing boat actually, a couple. And then we've got our rigging access to our batteries and all the major things you need to get access to.
And then fish boxes down here?
Fish boxes down here.
All sides.
They each have their own macerating pump to pump overboard.
Open that one. There we go.
And they go quite a bit ways underneath,
which
I
see they go way up in there.
For those big fish.
Wow.
Yeah, well you run offshore tuna pretty quick.
Yeah, 65 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Goodness.
But it's also set up, you know, as you start to see, you know, you'll see the boat set up also for just entertaining too, right? So they're going to be inside having a great time. Friends are going to be on board. You get a big group of people. It's 11-foot beam, so it's big enough you can get a good group on board.
Awesome.
And enjoy the water. Yeah, so as you can see, now we're looking at this part of the boat. You'll see we got a driving station over here. It's going to be his driving station while she's fishing on this boat. Cell phone charger, wireless charging unit. We've integrated into the Garmin system on board. And then storage, you know, because you can't have enough of it. So all these seats, there's storage behind them. You can top mount access this one or on the face, whatever's easiest for the client. Cup holders are a premium. Always got to have cup holders. Great stereo system. We designed the boats with a ladder system as well at the back of the cabin so you can get to the roof pop, put your pots, put your kayaks. This is a unit we really like to use because you can flip up and make the cabin huge.
This aft wall.
Yep,
that's
so it's
awesome.
Real easy to do that.
Yeah, beautiful.
And
you've got Corian out here, cup holders everywhere.
As this is the Yachtline, right? So we do a lot of Corian just to kind of make it feel real high end.
Absolutely gorgeous.
And then as you step inside, you'll see it's set up for entertaining.
This is a true test for me right here.
Yeah. You got the pull-up bar.
Yeah, love it. Beautiful dinette. I see, is that a refrigerator?
That's a freezer over here for them. Separate freezer. And then on this side, these are double fridges.
Okay.
So
yeah, 2 fridges here. Look at that.
The table drops down to let this be a big, kind of a day bed. You know, they've got dogs. They're going to sit up here and enjoy on the ride up to the San Juans.
Spoiled dogs right there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. 2 suspension seats. They rotate, swivel, slide. We did an iPad with a wireless charger here with a heavy-duty mount for them.
Yeah.
Take that with them off the boat, build all their charts and their routes. They'll come on board, plug it in. So
yeah.
Rod holders inside.
Here. Large sink, too.
Big sink.
Yeah.
We've got UV-treated water for drinking.
Yep.
So kill any bacteria they may pick up somewhere else. They don't want it.
Headliner. Beautiful lighting.
So we've got the suspension seats on board. The driver's seat, though, is a drop pan. So you can put the seat up, hop in it. You'll be in a 6 inches of air suspension travel. So even on a nasty day, you're riding comfortably. We put the throttles into the armrest of the seat, so it all moves with you. So that's really unique to us and our brand, something we developed. You can flip up out of the way, though, when you want to operate the lines out the window. And then this folds down. When you want to stand and drive, you've got a really ergonomic position. And then the footrests also can move up and down with you depending on how you want to operate the boat.
Unreal.
So a lot of functionality built into the ergonomics.
That's a big thing for me, to be able to rest my arm on something and have the throttles right there. Without having to hold your arm out like this, because it wears on your arm, you know. When you're in rough seas, you want it right there.
Yeah, and when you want to run in your autopilot, right? Because we all do, you can flip them up so you don't worry about touching it. Push your autopilot engage, heading hold, and you're good.
Beautiful.
Super simple.
Love it. And what do you got up here, buddy?
So just a big dash pad that we vinyl wrap. We've got wireless phone chargers pretty much at every station. Obviously, we got Garmin's. We've got an AIS unit, auto anchor. We've got our auto trim tab unit, keeps the boat trimmed no matter what people are doing on board. And then we've got all our main DC and AC electrical control panel systems are down here. We're digitally switching the battery switches now. It allows us then to monitor what we're doing on the shunt and see what our condition is. Down below on the boat here, we've got accommodations to sleep for 2 large adults. And then we've got a nice big bathroom, shower as well for clients that want to pull out shower. But a lot of storage, a lot of space. You know, again, the Yachtline model, we want to make this feel like it should be a Yachtline. You know, so we spend a lot of time cutting that corian, cutting the acrylic panels to look like subway tile.
Microwave here.
Microwave, more corian. We've done sinks down here. A lot of storage.
Yeah.
Because we wanted you to be able to go up and spend a week on the boat somewhere. So a lot of storage on board.
Gorgeous. Yeah. And this looks like it converts into a bunk right here.
Yeah, these backrest cushions that we see here, these become filler cushions, and we have aluminum panels that pull out. So it takes a second. You can convert this into one big queen-sized sleeping accommodations. Up here in the bow, one of the things that almost all of our boats have is a front cockpit. And we do that because it's safer to manage lines, to work on your windlass. We obviously have a bow door, but a lot of people ask about walking around the cabin. They're like, why aren't your flanges bigger? And we said, well, we want to walk through the cabin, right? So here we are, we've walked through the cabin. You want to operate your windlass, we give you a wireless controller to run your windlass. It's a drum windlass, right? So it's just an up and down.
And then this bow door is epic.
Yeah, so it's all about adventuring, right?
Yeah.
And so pull up on a beach, let the kids off, let the dog off, let the family off. You can pull off, go anchor, bring the dinghy in.
Yeah.
You know,
Ultimate adventure rig.
That's what it's all about.
65 miles an hour, forward-facing windshield, look-up windows. This thing just looks like serious business.
You know what we didn't talk about too is fuel, right? So this boat's a 425-gallon tank. So we're getting almost 1.2 miles per gallon.
Yeah.
So you got a boat with some
really
legs.
fuel efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a boat of this size.
And that's at about 35 knots. So with these 600 with the 2-speed, it's pretty amazing.
You're moving. Thank you, man.
Yeah, hey, you're so
appreciate
welcome.
it. Look forward to getting this boat out on the water,
we're
getting
gonna
the
have a
drone
rip.
up, and looking forward to that. That's been Live the Boat this week. Hey, if you like this video, want to see another one like it, click on the link below. We'll catch you next time here on Live the Boat.